Welcome to Burning Twist Reviews. It has been a while since I've done a video on here, but this channel is live and active and back. Alright? There's been the Serbian film, Angel's Melancholy. Those reviews back when. But we're back, going to be back full time talking about all kinds of movies and reviews and countdowns and just whatever. But the first movie that I want to review is one I watched the other night. That's a movie in 2014 called It Follows. It was directed and written by David Robert Mitchell. He likes, and you can tell that he likes a lot of the older horror films like Halloween because it very much harkened back to that in tone, and especially the music. Totally felt like he was ripping it up from it and remixing it. Now, if you don't want spoilers, stop this right now and go away, because I'm totally going to spoil this movie right now with my review. But if you don't mind, stick right here. All right, with that warning. Now, this movie is about a girl that has sex with a guy, and he tells her then that this thing is going to follow her now that they've had sex, and the only way to get rid of it is to have sex with somebody else. Pass it on. So that's what the basic premise of the movie is her trying to get rid of this thing that's following her. She sleeps with one guy. He doesn't believe it's after him. It kills him. The thing takes the form of a person. Then, as the movie goes, you think she's killed it. She then has this little creepy friend that likes her, that just seems to follow around. Honestly, he's the scariest damn thing in the movie. His character goes throughout the whole movie just like, God, he's so fucking weird. You expect him to do something, and he never does, and he finally gets her, and they have sex. And then at the end of the movie, it cuts to them walking down the street, and there's something following them in the distance, or you think, and it just fucking ends. Now, is this movie great? As great as the reviews have made it out to be? Because when you look up great horror films of the past 5 or 10 years, this one's up there in a lot of these little lists. The problem with it is no, it's not. This movie pacing is a little boring. It's a good thing that it's as short as it is. It's a little dull. And it's not clever enough, because I get the whole sexual promiscuity undertone metaphor thing. I get it, all right? But it really needed a great ending to solidify the rest of the movie, and it didn't have it. This ending literally was almost like they just ran out of friggin' money and had to stop filming, or the dude lost the last couple pages of the script and just stopped. That's what it felt like. And I love screwy endings. I'm Christopher Nolan, David Lynch, Quentin Tarantino, etc., etc. I'm a fan of these guys, major fan, and I love thought-provoking endings. This didn't make me thought-provoke. It was just like, okay, so there's a chance this fucking thing is always after him. And that was it. It needed some great twist ending, and it didn't have it. It was just like, oh, it's a fucking loop. Good night. And that was my biggest problem with this movie. The movie wasn't strong enough to have that ending that was very weak. It needed a great ending to settle out the rest of the movie, and it didn't have it. That is the major problem with this film. So don't go into this movie expecting it to be an amazing return of horror that some people make it sound to be. It's not. It's on Netflix, so it's free for you just to go, hey, let's check it out one night. 6.5 out of 10 kind of thing. Would I watch it again? I will never probably watch it again. It didn't grab me that much to ever justify me spending another hour and a half of my life to watch this movie. It wasn't that great. I'll never return to this movie. And yes, I get the metaphorical, oh, if you sleep around, your past will always follow, blah, 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 blah. I get it. But that wasn't cool enough of a thing for me to justify the flaws of this movie. The movie seemed like it was supposed to be maybe present time, but wasn't. And I get that the little girl with the fucking tablet that was kind of like birth control was another metaphorical thing. I get it. Who gives a shit? The movie wasn't that great. The fucking metaphorical undertones of this movie isn't enough the point of it isn't enough to make me go, you know what, this was a great thought-provoking thing. This fucking thing isn't Cabin in the Woods, okay? It wasn't that kind of clever. All right? Do I hate this movie? No. It's watchable. One time, watch it, get it out of your system, and that's it. Check out what you maybe have thought about this film if you've ever checked it, if you're a horror film and heard about it. But you will see that it's just okay. It's not great. The performances in it are just all right, etc., etc. All right? So stay tuned to the channel more often. Like, subscribe, follow on Twitter, all that good jazz. Back with videos on a weekly basis, countdowns, reviews, etc. of all the different stuff, not necessarily mainstream. The twisty movies, the horror movies, the etceteras, and stuff like that. All right? So follow, like, leave a comment. I'll comment back. All that jazz. And until next time, peace.